What's up YouTube, how you doing? This is Mr. Tybox123, and in this video I'm going to be doing a complete smartphone camera shootout. Forgive the pun. So basically what we're going to be doing is we're going to be comparing the cameras on 4 of what I consider to be 4 of the best smartphones on the market today, with the best cameras that are out there, and see which one performs the best. So before I get into the actual phones that I'm going to bring along for this kind of little shootout that we're going to do, I just wanted to let you know that what I've done as well is I've got the D7000 here with the 40mm lens, just so we can actually compare all 4 of them against the truest kind of image in terms of colours and definition that we can get, to get a real good feel for what the actual real colours were that we're going to be taking a shot of today. Now in terms of the phones I've got here, I've got a fantastic selection of phones for you. I'll just quickly go through what we've got. We've got the brand new Apple iPhone 4S, 8 megapixel camera, f2.4, absolutely fantastic camera on this phone. Pretty much I would say the best camera on the market today in terms of a smartphone camera, and that's really going to be setting the benchmark for all the others. Next to that, we've got the beautiful BlackBerry Bold 9900. I absolutely love the build quality of this phone, and this phone's got a 5 megapixel camera. Next to that, a lot of people's favourite, we've got the Samsung Galaxy S2. Again, it's got an 8 megapixel camera. For me personally, I don't think it quite matches up to the iPhone 4S, but we'll get a much better idea of that today once we've taken these shots and we've seen them all on the screen together. And then finally, we've got the brand new phone from Google and Samsung. We've got the Galaxy Nexus. This one's got a 5 megapixel camera, and during my early tests of the video and also the photos on this particular phone, I found that it's not quite as good. So it'll be interesting to see exactly how it does match up in this kind of daylight. So yeah guys, that's what we're going to go through today. Got these 4 smartphones, got the D7000 here. This is going to be what we're going to compare it against in terms of all of the colour clarity, definition, etc. And we're just going to take a little walk around, take some snapshots, and it's going to give us a really great idea as to which phone camera is the best. So here we are guys, I hope you appreciate this because it is absolutely bloody freezing today. I've got like a serious amount of layers on and I'm walking around looking like a complete geek with this camera hanging off the side of me. So what we're going to do, like I said, is we're just going to walk around, grab a couple of shots of each phone. I'll try and keep them as similar as I can to one another so we can get a real feel for which one actually performs the best. So as soon as I find something that's reasonably decent, got a little bit of colouring to take a shot of, that's exactly what we will do. Be interesting guys if you can leave below what your thoughts are in the comments. Let me know what one you think is the best, maybe before you started, and then after let me know if you changed your mind like halfway through as to what one you think is the best camera on these smartphones. And this will be a reasonable place to take a shot. So we're just looking down a road here, quite a few different colours. And what we'll do is we'll start off with the iPhone 4S. In fact, no, what we'll do is we'll start off with a shot from the D7000. So we've kind of got our sample image that's going to have the truest colours to get an idea from. So what I'll do is I'll just whack this into auto and turn this on. And we'll just grab a shot just looking down the street here. There we go. That's perfectly fine. Put this one away. And then what we'll do is we will get out the, whatever one comes first. Start off here, we've got the Galaxy Nexus. Yet again, face recognition not working. So what we'll do is go into the camera on here, make sure we've got it set to standard camera mode. I'm going to make sure that everything's set to its maximum settings, just so we know that we're getting the highest size picture. So we've got pixel size 5 megapixel. So I'm going to try and get the same kind of shot. We've got auto white balance, everything else is all on auto. So hopefully we'll get a fair result. And there we go, that's the picture on the Galaxy Nexus. Looks fantastic on the beautiful 720p screen there on the Nexus. Next up, we've got the BlackBerry Bold. So let's just unlock this, go into the camera. Love about the BlackBerry Bold that it's got the keyboard and the touch screen, and I found myself, you know, really loving this phone a lot more than I thought I would. On the screen, everything looks very, very defined. Again, we've got it on maximum settings, everything in auto, and let's just take another shot. There we go. Good shot there down the street. What phone we got next in here? Let's get on to what I think will be the best one, which is the iPhone 4S. Again, high settings, everything on auto. Let's just take that shot. Perfect. And then last but not least, because I know that the Galaxy S2 fans are particularly fanatic about their favourite device. Again, let's put everything on maximum here. Change it over to standard kind of camera mode rather than video camera. It's facing me at the moment, so we've got to turn that around. And like I said, the camera on the Galaxy S2 is again an 8 megapixel camera, and is absolutely fantastic camera. And there we go, got the shot there from the Galaxy S2. So what we'll do is we'll just go somewhere else and try and find some other shots with some different colours, maybe something a little bit different, and test out these phones again. Right, so here we are guys, we're in our little position here that we're going to take a photo of. Unfortunately there's quite a lot of background noise, so I hope you can hear me, and also there's some fences in the way where they're kind of building it. But let's grab a couple of shots here anyway and see how these come out. So first of all, like I say, we're going to grab one with the D7000 to give us our kind of baseline image, so we can compare the rest of them to that, and then we'll start working our way through the phones again. So let's start off, in fact let's do it the same order that I did before. So I think the first one I did was the Galaxy Nexus, where the face recognition hardly ever works. Let's go into the camera on that, in fact it's already open, and I'll try and get a similar shot that I had with the D7000. And there we go, that's the Galaxy Nexus done. Now, I think I did the BlackBerry next, so let's do one with the Bold 9900. Anyone out there that's got the Bold 9900, what do you guys think of it? Because the more I use it and the more I hold it and look at it, the more I actually like it. There we go, shot taken. And in fact, it looks a little bit blue on the screen of the Bold, so it'd be interesting to see exactly how that one comes out. Now we'll go on to the iPhone 4S. Again, try and have the same kind of shot. And there we go. That's the iPhone 4S done. And now we're on to the Galaxy S2. If I can find it. That's the Galaxy Nexus. Here we go. The Galaxy S2. All plastic feels the same to me. Some of you aren't going to like that comment. There we go. Same kind of shot, and we're done. Anyway guys, so that's a couple of little photos that we've got there. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to take some video footage with each of the cameras, and only a few seconds, just to see if we can get some kind of comparison on that as well. And then I'm just going to take a couple more very, very close-up shots and see how we get on. So again, I'll go in the same kind of order. We'll start off with the camera. I'll flip that into movie mode, and we'll just take a quick video with that. We'll just pan around. Here we go. See my trusted camera buddy there, Brooklyn. Got the building work going on over there. Let's just spin this right around. This is probably not the best place to be taking video because there really isn't very much to see whatsoever. But anyway, so there's a little bit of footage there from the D7000. Now let's break out into the Galaxy Nexus. That's the S2. Here we go, Galaxy Nexus. Let's just switch that over into movie mode. Make sure we're on the highest settings. So in this case 1080p, which we are. And again, we'll just take some video footage with the video camera on the Galaxy Nexus. Now I'm not focusing anywhere, I'm just literally leaving it to run on its own, let it focus in on exactly where it wants to focus in on itself. Again, coming around to the lovely camera woman, Brooklyn there. Got some diggers there in the background. A whole load of white nothing. And then over onto some of the houses. That's the Galaxy Nexus. Now let's go on to the BlackBerry Bold, which I believe only does 720p in terms of the video camera. So let's just change the camera over to be in video mode. Right, so here we go with the BlackBerry Bold. Let's start recording. Again, we'll work our way around the same kind of scene that we had with the other ones. I believe the BlackBerry Bold, like I said, is only 720p. I saw quite a huge change in lighting there in terms of contrast. So again, that'll be interesting to see. The BlackBerry Bold seems to have a tinge of blue to it when looking at it on the screen, and I'll be really interested to see if that comes out the same when we actually look at it on the video itself. So that's the Bold there. That one's done. Now let's move on to the iPhone 4S, which again is full 1080p. Let's go into that and flip it out onto the video camera. Here we go. Beautiful image stabilization on the iPhone 4S. And that's that one done. And then finally, we've got the Galaxy S2. Let's just go into the camera on the S2. Switch that one over to video mode. Make sure we're on full 1080p. And then do exactly the same thing again. Now they all go dark about this spot here, and then it starts to go light again because we've got the light behind us, but it didn't actually do it on the Galaxy S2, so that's interesting. Be good to see how that actually comes out when it's done. And that's it, guys. We've got a couple of shots in there, we've got some video as well, so back to the editing board now and see how this shootout comes out. But hope you guys appreciate this, because I am freezing my tits off. Hope you're all having a wicked day, and I will see you all in the next video. See ya.